We will open meeting at 4:31 and we will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Brian's screwing me up.
Sorry.
Rich, can you just make sure everybody's muted but Brian? Please. There's a copy of what he's handed out. There's a copy for Brian. All right, so number 3, the CUP application 274 Shore Road. The planning board has in front of you. Brian, do you have your packet?
I do.
Okay, so what you have in front of you is the working draft with the changes and the votes that were made from the last meeting. Have you guys had a chance to look over those?
Yes.
Okay, did everything look okay to you? Do you see any? I've reviewed it, and I made some changes, but.
We're just looking at the highlighted in red.
Well, no, the whole thing, we haven't done the final vote yet, but I want to make sure that what you have in front of you is what you recall from the last meeting.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Wes? Take a minute, yeah, take a minute to look at it. We are not calling yet. Let me know when you guys are ready to move forward. Okay. Wes is still in. What?
Why are we having a planning board?
Because the Board of Selectmen planned a meeting at 5:30.
You planned ours first.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Does everything look right, all right over there?
I haven't had time to go over it.
Oh, we'll go over it. We'll give you a minute.
It's just getting this.
Yes, we have to vote on that. Thank you for pointing that out, because I forgot about it.
I'm good.
You're good? Okay, so Brian, if you look at your
Yes.
that working draft, you go to page 7, number 5. We did not vote on this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and I'll make a motion on this. number 5, but it's the shoreline zoning. We had voted on everything except for that first part. The property I make a motion that the property that is the subject of application is located within the shoreline zone, and on the basis of the findings in 5A through J below, and any conditions required below, the planning board concludes that this proposed use is in compliance with the shoreline zoning provision of chapter 38.
I second that.
Any discussion? No? All those in favor? That Brian raised his hand. All right, so now we're going on to the final vote. I just want to add we brought the parking to the Board of Selectmen on Monday. And in my opinion, I think the only parking concern was in the park itself. Thoughts on that?
They left it unclear. The way I look at it is public parking. I don't think.
A new station alert has arrived.
I don't think that they can, they should be able to advertise that they have parking there, but to prevent their customers from parking there is ridiculous also.
Well, you can't prevent people from,
Right.
yeah.
An easy way to go about that is when you advertise your business, there's plenty of parking in town of Braintree, which is wherever you would like, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy thing to regulate.
Right.
For sure, and anybody can go in there, freelance in and out.
The Forest Selectmen didn't say yes or no either way. They were very vague on.
Right. I mean, the only question is just, using public parking for a business that's gaining profitability from it. But I think what I gathered out of it too was just, I think they want to have you guys make the attempt to have people try to use other parking as opposed to just that one and plugging that thing up, because that sometimes gets a little busy. So I don't think it's really anything that we care to put these stipulations on, but I think it's just a courtesy thing. Maybe if people are capable of parking elsewhere, ask them to do it.
Yeah. I would definitely say no parking where the boat and trailer park. That's like a big, but. All right, Brian, do you have anything that you want to add to that?
No, I think you covered it.
All right, so I'm gonna make a motion and then we'll either get a second or not and then discuss it. So my motion is that the CUP be granted for the use of the Aquastic Lady 2 with the following conditions. Only 10 people, as originally stated in the 2011 CUP, to be picked up and dropped off at 274 Shore Road in Aquastic. That would be the first condition. And I have it written down. So the second condition is 29 passengers permitted pending state approval of the use of state docks. And the third condition is parking not to be advertised in the town park.
I second that.
All right, so now it's open for discussion. Brian, do you have anything that you want to add, take away, change?
No, I think that's pretty simple and straightforward.
All right, Wes? Jake? Luke?
I got nothing. Nothing else.
All right, so all those in favor of that motion, raise your hand. Motion passes 5-0. So for the planning board,
I'll have to get on Tom's computer. and-
we'll have to get the original one and type in what we just did. And then Tracy will get it printed and give us a call to come in and sign it. All right, Brian?
Yes,
Okay. So next on the agenda is the next meeting is going to be June 10th. And my guess is that will probably be canceled because we don't have a code enforcement officer to bring anything to us as of right now. So,
You have to have a code officer. We can't just look at things without one. Has that been figured out yet?
I didn't know there was a question. I'll have to look at it. I don't know the answers. I'll have to look at it.
yeah,
and
we
see.
might could call the county. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. So, yes, Kevin.
May I make a comment? First of all, thank you for that approval. Will work for us. I do have one comment on the state ownership of the docks that was mentioned at the Board of Selectmen meeting on Monday. So if I may read this, because of the ownership of the town docks and parking was raised by the town code enforcement officer at the Monday's Board of Selection meeting, I called the Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry today. Per Mr. Cunningham, in that department's boat facilities maintenance department, the 3 public docks and associated parking lots in the town of Rangeley, which includes Haynes Landing, Oquasit, and Rangeley, are owned and regulated by the town, not the state. The state funding for these 3 facilities, the ramps and parking, require that they are open to the public, to include the question I asked, the commercial use by various guide services. I just want to state that finding that I made today. I'm not sure why it was brought up at the Board of Selectmen meeting with no knowledge of mine, but anyway, I made the call. I believe I would imagine the town would do due diligence and reconfirm that, but it is my understanding that the town owns those docks and regulates them, not the state.
So just so you guys know, there has been contact. We're just waiting for email back on whether it is owned by the state or not. So if it's owned by the town, the Board of Selectmen voted back in 2010 for public use of those docks. So,
Okay.
but, so we're just waiting to hear back
Thank you.
ourselves. So,
If we just need that email, and then it's
yeah, so,
clear.
all right.
We don't have to amend the motion.
No, we wouldn't because of town. All right. So, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 4:45.
Second.
All in favor? You're welcome. Yeah, we're waiting to hear back. So, and we'll have to get on the computer to see if he.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And we'll keep you guys updated on meetings and what's going on.
We're gonna do about building permit.
Well, basic stuff. We can get the basic stuff done.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff.
Well, if it needs to come to planning board, yeah, we still.
Yeah, I mean, we're still gonna, we're gonna do